Welcome to Crypto Talk, where I will share with you how to find the next 10x crypto coin. Now, before I share with you exactly step by step how to find the next 10x crypto coin, we're going to have a sip of this guru, because how else are we going to become a guru if we don't drink some guru? So we're going to drink the guru Kool-Aid to become a crypto guru. Now, hey, with that said, I had to cut this open so that I could take a sip of this guru to become a guru, to be able to share this with you today. I'm going to have to sew this up because you see, well, see this? Not ideal. Anyway, sip of guru, let's dive in. Hey. All right. Pure goodness. Okay. Let's go. Now that we've had some guru, it's time to dive in and show you exactly how you can find the next 10x crypto coin. Before we do, it is important that you understand if you make any sort of investment in cryptocurrency, you are doing it at your own risk. Whatever I'm going to share with you in this video is for, well, I want to say educational-based purposes, but we're going to stick with entertainment-based purposes. Okay, so keep that in mind. You are investing if you are at your own risk. If you invest in crypto and you make money, good for you, that is on you. If you invest in crypto and you lose money, that is not so good for you, but it is also on you. So you assume the risk. Do not do what I'm telling you to do if you're not willing to assume any risk. I'm not even telling you what to do or to do anything for that matter. So do not do anything that I tell you to do. I'm just simply sharing this with you because I myself love crypto, and there's a lot of opportunity to generate a lot of money in crypto. And it's just simple me sharing this information with you. Do with it or don't do anything with it, whatever you want, okay? And everything is on you if you choose to act. If you do or do not, it is on you, okay? Now, no more liability stuff, okay? It's just important for me to say this. Let's get to the video. I will share my screen with you and show you a step-by-step process for how to find the next 10x crypto. I'll show you exactly how I do this. So on my screen, I have a couple of websites open that I like to go to. And as I share my screen here with you, you will see these websites open already. So this Crypto Bubbles, I got CoinMarketCap, and I got CoinCodex, and then we also have CoinGecko. Now, personally, I haven't used CoinGecko so much, but I do see CoinGecko from time to time, and I have it up here that in case we're going to dive into more different type of things, maybe CoinGecko can be useful for more things to expand past how I use the other websites. I also have, you can see here, X open, formerly Twitter. Now, this is my X account. If you want to follow me on X, simply go KWAL313. Follow me there for more crypto-based content, and who knows what else I'm going to post. Hopefully stuff that enables us all to win and to be better human beings. That is, probably what I'm going to post. But anyway, you want to follow me there, go there. We're going to get to X in a moment. We're going to start off at Crypto Bubbles, okay? So how to find the next 10x crypto coin. Now, you go to Crypto Bubbles, okay? CryptoBubbles.net. I believe they also have an app, etc., okay? You can click up here, you can see the top 100. As I move this out of the way here for myself, you can see top 100, we got US dollars, okay? Now, you can see for hour, for day, for week, for month, for year, market cap plus day. So what we're going to do in this case, we're going to click on the top, let's say, 300 coins, okay? We're just going to say top 300. Remember, we're just shooting for 10x in this case, so we're not even saying 100x or 1000x, anything of this nature. This gets even more risky, the further the multipliers, let's say the 100x, 1000x potentials, even more risky than the, let's say, 10x potential coins. So we're just gonna, chill out a little bit on the risk with our first video, and we're gonna look for a 10xer. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go top 300 coins, and I'm just gonna click on week, okay? Now, you can do this again by day, by week, by month, by year, up to you. Now, what we're gonna see is these green bubbles. You can see these coins that are popping up that are up quite significantly in the past week out of the top 300 coins. So it's COREUM. I have no idea what this coin is, but I see this coin has already pumped quite a bit. Doesn't mean I'm going to invest in this coin, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to either CoinMarketCap or CoinCodex. And I'm going to start with CoinCodex because personally I like CoinCodex a little bit more. And I'm going to type in COR. I go over to the search, COREUM. Okay, now once I find this COREUM, we're going to click on it, and this is going to pop up. So I'm going to see the Corium price here, and you see it's on the 7-day. I'll put it to a month. Now, when we look at the price here of Corium, what I'm going to do is you're going to see that over the course of the month, let's say you want to expand a little bit further. You want to go 3 months. I'm like, okay, it's look at this here. It's up, okay? Let's go to 6 months. I'm like, okay, wow, it's still up in 6 months. Let's look at year to date. And I'll be like, okay, now have a look at this. Here we go, year to date. Let's even expand out to 3 years, okay? Now, perfect. You see this coin launched somewhere around 2023 because this chart doesn't have it available before then. And we'll dive a little bit further into it. But essentially, it started trading around this time because there's no additional information on it. If it did trade somewhere before, well, I don't have the information here on CoinCodex. But what we're seeing is this coin, this Corium coin that is up on Crypto Bubbles here, 114% now in the last, what are we got? We got a week. So we're seeing that this coin has, ever since it launched back in early 2023, or since it started to appear here in this chart, it was up quite high and then it dropped quite low. And now you're noticing it's starting to spike again. Now, it is up a little bit in the last little while. So I'm not going to say, for example, that I would jump into it just yet. I need to go a little bit further, which is the next step. Once we find a coin that is doing great in, let's say, even just a short-term period, a week, again, you can expand your process if you want to expand it out over a month, or you want to expand it maybe out over a year. Whatever you want to do with this coin, you can try different strategies for yourself. We're just doing it over the course of a week here to identify coins that have been pumping recently. And then we're going to go look at these coins and see how much they've pumped, and we're going to, compare, them with their history and things of this nature, and we're going to look a little bit deeper. So this Corium coin to me is very appealing. I'm like, okay, right now it's trading at, where are we trading at right now? I like sometimes on like mobile, they tell you exactly where it's trading at. Okay, there we go. So 24-hour range. Once we go a little bit further down, we have one Corium right now is at 0.267822 USD. Okay, so as we go down, we're gonna see its all-time high, all-time low, all these numbers, etc., and its market cap. Now, this is going to give us an opportunity to try to identify if this is a potential 10x opportunity. Okay, so what we're going to look for is we're going to first and foremost go look at market cap. So the market cap right now, as I'm making this video for Corium, is 103 million. Now, if this coin was to 10x from here, essentially it has to get to a little bit past $1 billion in market cap for it to 10x. So you say, okay, well, is this doable for something like that? And then I'll say, well, I don't know, because I don't know what Corium is. I have no idea what it is. So maybe it's doable, maybe it's not. So what I'm going to do from there is I'm like, okay, 103 million market cap. As far as when I'm looking for 10x, I want it to be, let's say, 100 million or less in market cap. The lower in a way, the better, but also the lower in a way, the higher the risk for the coin. And also the lower it is, the higher the potential for multiplication as well. In this case, 103 million market cap is not far past, let's say, 100. So in my case, I'm still willing to look at this coin because I think based on the market cap, this coin might have the opportunity to, let's say, 10x if what I'm looking for, if I discover that this is something useful and something that has the potential, depending on what it is, which takes us to the next step. We got to figure out what this is. And before we figure out what this is, we'll quickly look at its all-time high date and its all-time low date, and the all-time high and all-time low. So I will say, okay, this coin all-time high date was at a 0.86. So it was at closing into $1 US at March 23, 2023. Now its all-time low date was like 7 cents, right? So you see the difference. 7 cents to all-time low, 86 cents to all-time high. And currently it is trading at 0.24 or 0.26. There we go. So currently at 0.26. So let's look at it from this standpoint. For this coin to get back to its all-time high from where it currently is sitting, 0.26 to its all-time high, which was 0.71, as we can see, which was 0.86, which we can see right here. 0.86 divide 0.26. What is that in terms of multiplications? You're looking at between, we'll say we're looking at about between a 3 to 4x. This is just me roughly doing the math. If we do the math and we say, okay, what is, let's say 26 times 3? You'll be between that 3 to 4x for this potential, just for it to get back to its all-time high. So then the question is, well, if this coin goes to its all-time high, we get about a 3 to 4x. So now we need quite a bit more in order for this coin to be able to 10x. So from where it is right now to 10x, we're going to need this coin to go up a little bit more. Past its all-time high. Now we want to kind of get an idea for if we think that is possible if we are to invest in this coin right now. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go scroll down, and you can look at some of these things here, the highlights of the coin, the risk analysis. You can read some of this stuff. by all means, without getting too deep into this, because I don't want this video to drag out too long, we're simply going to scroll down and we're going to see that where this coin is listed on different exchanges. That's a great thing. If it's available on quite a few exchanges, that's a good sign in as far as I'm concerned. If it's not listed on exchanges, the coin could be even more risky, because the more exchanges you have it available on, the more places it's available for more eyes, for more people to see the coin, for more people to trade the coin. So I personally like coins that are available more rather than coins that are not, because a coin that's not available on a lot of exchanges, unless it becomes available to more exchanges, it might not, let's say, get the exposure that we're looking for. It could, but it might not. So that risk is still maybe higher on some of the coins that are not really listed on a lot of exchanges. Now, we want to dive deeper to understand a little bit more about what Corium is, so that we can determine if we think Corium is a 10x potential. So we go down to the About Corium. It says, looking for a robust and reliable blockchain infrastructure for the next gen applications. Check out Corium, which is a third generation layer 1 blockchain that is purpose built to serve as the backbone of future blockchain applications. Trustworthy and scalable, Corium is the ultimate solution for building secure and high-performance decentralized systems that can help your business succeed in today's digital landscape. So experience the power of Corium now and unlock the full potential of blockchain technology. So I'm like, okay, this sounds great. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's go on their website. Let's see what's going on in their website. See if their website, looks good is the first thing. Obviously, if it looks like, a lot of work has been put in, if they have partnerships, depending on all these things, this might lead me to say, well, I think this is a good project. I could go a little bit deeper, and see if this is something that I want to make an investment in, as far as being able to 10x the money that I put in. So I'm going to look, and I'm just briefly scrolling through this. We're not going to go too in-depth on any of the website stuff. I personally like to find these websites, these projects, they're like social networks, their connections, right? Their Twitter here, Discord, we got YouTube, we got Telegram, or whatever this one is. I think it's Telegram. So what we're going to do is, without going too deep into the website, we're going to go to this Twitter. And now you can also go to the Twitter, or X, let's call it X, what it is. And X is an amazing platform, by the way. So, I hope you're a supporter of X, because, we need freedom, we need free speech, and we need that. And that's that. So with that being said, we're going to click off the Corium website. You can go to their Twitter from here, and you can also go to their Twitter from the Corium website itself. Now, I see that, okay, they got 53.9K followers. I'm like, okay, seems pretty good. Joined December 2021. Let's scroll down a little bit. I'm just simply looking for, okay, first off, do they have followers? And then when they post, what are they posting? What's their reach that they're getting with their posts? What's their engagement that they're getting with their posts? And I'm just looking for a little bit of making sure that we've got some legitimacy behind this project. Personally, this project to me looks like it's got the potentials of something that I would consider risking some money to potentially 10x or more that money. We're just, again, going to stay with 10x. I like a lot of their visuals, without going too in depth of what it does, which is not what we're going to do in this video. I like personally their kind of the branding. Everything looks like, effort has been put into it, money has been put into it, and that's a great sign. And now, obviously, it's not like a super big project yet. It's at 103 million market cap, and it's also something that, well, let's just say, at this point, it is up a little bit, especially in the last week. It has gone up quite a bit. So, we want to be aware of that. If you are someone who thinks, oh, maybe I want to invest in this Corium project, maybe you might want to wait and see if it dips. You buy back in when it dips, and you don't have to have it run up as high to get your 10x. However, if it's not going to dip and you're going to choose to invest in this Corium project, then of course, if you're investing as the price goes up, it's going to have to go even higher to get your 10x. So you'd have to decide for yourself what you want to do in this case. One final thing on this Corium project before we're going to kind of come to our conclusion if we think this Corium is something that would be worth investing for 10x, we're going to go to the search bar here, and we're literally just going to type Corium into the search bar here. And I just want to get an idea for, you can see here is their official account again, which we're already on there. I just want to get an idea if I'm seeing a lot of engagement and what I'm seeing people writing about this, okay? Because this also will give you an idea for kind of the interest in it and the hype behind it. Because at the end of the day too, if you find a project, but there's like no interest in it, and there's like, nobody talking about it, then who's going to put the money into it? Where's the money going to come from? Unless they are somehow going to raise funds in a different manner, then, if there's no interest, how else are they going to raise the money, right? Unless, like I said, if it's in a different manner, if they're going to go to investors, try to get different partnerships and investors in a more private way or something, then where's the money going to come from? So I like to go on here and type into the search bar Corium and get an idea of what people are saying, if people are saying a lot about it or not. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Corium is on the rise. In just 3 weeks, over 3x gains. So we looked at it in a week and it's probably gone up obviously even more. You can see it's spiking quite a bit. Now let's see December 17. It's always the one. Yeah, so let's see what people are saying. Again, we're not going to spend too much time going through all this, but essentially I'm typing this in here and trying to see what I can see. How excited are people about this project? If you have a lot of people talking about it and a lot of people excited about it, then to me that is a great sign. Now in this specific case, I'm seeing obviously some people talking about it, but I'm not seeing like crazy amounts of people talking about it. Now this doesn't mean that it's not going to be a 10x project. I personally like the project based on what I'm seeing. And now, of course, I haven't dove too far into it to see if like what exactly it's about. What exactly are they doing? I haven't really dissected that aspect of it. But some of the other elements of it, the kind of on the surface level elements of it, I like what I'm seeing. Now, in this case, we're seeing kind of some info on it. And we're like, okay, you know what? I think I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. So, it's not like there's nobody talking about it, but it's also not like there's a ton of people talking about it. So we're just going to X out of here for the time being. And we're going to come back here to Coin Codex. And we're going to one more time just go through this very briefly on the chart. We're going to say, okay, here's what we're seeing with this project. We're going to come to our conclusion here to determine whether we think Corium is a 10x coin. And now, just because I'm sharing with you Corium in this video, this process you can utilize to apply to other coins to find your own 10x potential coins. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to invest in crypto, don't just do what everybody else is telling you to do. Go make your own decisions, do a little bit of research, and learn this process for yourself. Because once you learn this process for yourself or these processes, you'll be able to more successfully identify projects that you have an interest in that have that potential to rise up, and not just projects that other people are saying. But we don't know that just because somebody's saying it, we don't know if they're paid to say it. We don't know if they just have a big bag of the token, and so they're just gonna say it to pump it or whatever. I'm currently, as I'm making this video, not holding Corium. I had never heard of Corium before until I opened up this video. I just wanted to show you how I go about exploring and finding the next 10x potential crypto coin. So back to this chart here to wrap up. Kind of sum this up and determine if we think Corium is a 10x potential coin. Based off its little history, if I'm seeing, okay, it started trading around here, it pumped up like pretty quick, it came out right around 0.45, pumped all the way up to, again, its all-time high down here, I think was 0.86K, all-time high, 0.86K. Then it dropped really low, kind of, and obviously we were kind of in a long, lengthy bear market, of course. So it's been down to like 7 cents, okay? And now recently it's been pumping a lot more. Now, based on what I'm seeing with this project and the brief little bit that I've seen what it's about and the brief thing I've seen on its website and its social media in terms of, in this case, just X, and a little bit of people talking about, I think that this project, personally, I think will easily go back to its all-time high should we see a strong crypto bull run. Because it's relatively new, it's hard for me to say that it's going to go well past that. I am typically optimistic, and I think it will. I absolutely think it will. However, as it's pumping right now, I don't know that I would buy into this project right now. I certainly would still be neutral on it as of now because recently it's been pumping a lot. So personally myself, if I was to invest in Corium or to make my decision to invest in Corium right now, what I would do is I would actually look much deeper into their website and get a better understanding of what Corium is about and what they do, and watch the price. And if the price sees a significant pullback to any degree from where it is right now, 0.26, closing in on 0.27, if I'm seeing that this drops off in the next couple of weeks to a month, and we're seeing the crypto bull market steam pick up, it's been obviously going quite well the last couple of months, with a little bit of a stall as of late with me making this video now. Of course, depending on when you watch this video, that could change. But if I'm seeing some pullback more towards, any more pullback towards those all-time lows, it might never get back to its all-time low, till after the crypto bull run. I will look to possibly invest because, look, if it dips from, let's say, 0.26, 0.27, if it dips to, let's say, 0.20, or it dips to, we'll say, 0.15, all of a sudden, if you buy in at that point, you need a lot less movement for the price and a lot less money coming into it in order to be able to 10x your money versus opposed to 10xing from here. But of course, the same is true that if you do wait, and Corium continues to go up and it does not come down, and you do decide to buy in, then it would need even more money to be able to, for you to be able to 10x. So for me, it's right now, Corium is something that is interesting. I see it. It's pumped a little bit, quite a bit, the last little while. So I personally would not invest in it right now. I would wait a little bit, give it some time, see what we're seeing in terms of a pullback, if we see one, and then I would look to jump in if I like the project once I've done a little bit more in-depth research on it. Personally, I do think Corium could actually 10x, and I think it could 10x from here, most likely. It seems like a pretty decent project based on what I'm seeing, but again, I haven't done enough, deeper kind of analysis on it to really determine if it's like something that I actually think is good or not. And the one thing that is a little bit of a drawback to me based on what I'm seeing on X is I'm not seeing as much, people talking about it as much as I would like. I like more, if you see more people talking about it, more people buzzing about it, I personally like that, to see that more. But sometimes you have that buzz and that hype around stuff that has really no value. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that Corium can't do well, but it's definitely doesn't have the same hype or the same amount of people talking about it as I would like to see. Doesn't mean it's not going to increase. If it continues to do well in price, obviously it's going to start to hit people's radar more, and that will get more people most likely intrigued in it, which can also be a positive thing. Now, with that being said, we're going to close out the screen share here. We didn't even get to CoinMarketCap. I'm sure in a future video we'll get to CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko as well. It's just that sometimes I use these different websites in different ways, because sometimes you can access a few different things. They work slightly different, but essentially you get the same information from both websites. I had them both available in case we would have needed to get into it. And with that being said, I will exit my screen share here. Okay, so now that we have ended the screen share, all you have to do to find the next 10x crypto coin is follow this process. And you can obviously go a little bit deeper into the process if you find a project that you like. I would certainly recommend you go deeper on the process of actually analyzing and trying to understand what this project is about that you're finding, that you've discovered. And if you find this project and you do enough research and you are feeling strong and feeling risky, then you're going to go ahead and invest in that project. Of course, at your own risk, because if you make money, if you generate a lot of money on it, good for you, that is on you. But also if you lose money, well, not so good for you, as I said earlier, but it's also on you. Now, with that being said, do I think the Corium project that we found in this video is a 10x potential? I think it is, but I don't know enough about the project, so I'm not going to say that it is or that it isn't. Please do not go and invest in Corium because I made this video about Corium. Just because we found Corium, don't just go invest because we found this coin. I just want you to understand how I go about identifying possible 10x potential crypto coins. So you can go ahead and do the same. And then if you want to invest, you go ahead and invest. If I find something that I really like and all the boxes are ticked and I do a little bit of a deeper analysis on it and I want to invest, then I'll go ahead and invest. And again, that's on me if I invest, and it's on you if you invest. Now, with that said, if you are new to crypto investing and you want to get started with crypto investing, I'll leave a couple links for you below in the description for different crypto exchanges that you can use. Again, with all the crypto exchanges, just simply pick one to start with, and maybe you want to sign up for different ones over time. You will with most of them. If you sign up, you'll get a gift when you fund an account. The gift might come in the form of USDT. It might come in the form of BNB, depending on which platform you sign up with. BNB is for Binance. USDT, typically you get USDT gifts when you sign up with MEXC and even possibly with KuCoin. Again, I have multiple accounts with these, so I'll leave whatever links below for you to utilize different crypto exchanges if you want to get into crypto trading. Up to you what you want to do, your choice, your money, your risk. Hey, with that being said, thanks for tuning into Crypto Talk and this video on how to find the next 10x crypto coin. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be mega successful. Let's go.